Tosin just did a masterclass of disaster.
A disaster class.
Yeah, Tosin and Chaloba gave
Brian Brobby
almost 8 seconds to hold up play and wait for the rest of the team to come, and they just laid off very easily. And they did absolutely nothing but just ball watch. Van Dijk with his aura defending. Some said he was twerking. The Chelsea defender said, hold up, we can do one better than that. Both of us are gonna watch this ball. Both of us are just gonna statue.
Chalobah, somehow his defensive awareness and defensive skills whatever all went away when he cut his hair. I think
Brighton were out of the game. Couldn't do anything. United were playing very well, defending very well, and attacking very well. It's a rare sight for us, you know. We don't do this often. And especially with Garnacho, come on, like, we know he's an inconsistent player.
who is we?
You don't think Garnacho's an inconsistent? Oh, so you think he's consistent? Yeah. Well, he's consistently. I give you that.
I played Liverpool.
Liverpool, Liverpool, Liverpool.
Those are 3 Liverpools. I think you should say a 4th.
Or Liverpool. Each time for each of their losses. Hey guys, welcome back to Fought the Bag podcast. I'm your winner. I'm your host, Ted Kudawa, and I've got my fellow losers. Co-hosts here, Alex Morelli and Brian Kimathi, the Prophet. We have another winner here. I keep forgetting his name. I think we're gonna have to get well acquainted soon enough, but we'll get there. Mm-hmm. And it's been a good week for some this week. Great. But first of all, let's get something out of the way first. We had a great victory here in Vancouver.
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yep.
Today we had a really good win, huh?
PC place
Go
was
White
rocking.
Caps!
PC place was rocking.
We've got all the...
Take 2.
All the merchandise.
All the merchandise. Go White Caps, go White. Clearly he's not used to winning.
We've got a White Caps flags here, they had a really good game today, man. Really good game, White Caps. Really good win of the playoffs.
First game down.
Fun
to go. Some would say just one to go.
Just want to go home.
I think after today's game, 1 to go, They're looking very strong, and FC Dallas are looking very not. So I'm thinking this is not going to go all the way to the 3 games. I think White Caps sweep them, And what a way to start our journey with the White Caps, eh? Mm-hmm. For our first year as White Caps fans, and here we are.
It was a great game. Actually, they could have scored more. It was a great game, great atmosphere. Some of us in the stadium, so it was fantastic. It's a great time, wonderful experience. I really, really appreciated that. That was fantastic.
Yeah, it's always like that. Whenever you go and watch a game live, there's nothing quite like it. It's a different experience completely. And yeah, if you ever get the chance to go and watch Vancouver White Caps live, please do so. Yeah, lovely, lovely team to watch at the moment. And without further ado, we shall now move on to the Premier League, whereby we had some quite interesting results over the weekend, and we're here to talk about those. Let's see how this goes. We'll have to start with the losses this week, because as you can see, when you lose someone, you gotta put the black on. This will have black socks on, because it's a funeral for the losers this week, and we're gonna have to give them the respect that they deserve, and we're gonna let them go first. Chelsea fans, how are you guys coping?
Are you want to go first? Or
Yeah, sure, why not? That game was a disappointment. Last week I did say that I think we're gonna win. I thought we were gonna win like 2-1, 3-1, something,
Mm-hmm.
Nice solid win. But that did not happen. Garnizi did score a good goal. Shout out to you. Great pass by Pedro Neto. And after 5 minutes, that is all that they did. Wow. Unfortunately. And there was a lot of useless passing that was happening in the final third. Just, going around the box. No creativity. And we know this though. Chelsea do struggle with teams that park the bus. We lack a lot of creativity, and that was very painful for us. Though I still do blame Neto. There's a pass that he should have given Garnacho when he was supposed to be through on goal, but he somehow gave the pass behind him, and that Chelsea just lost. And then we can go on to the the biggest issue. Enzo Maresca bringing off Josh Achampong, who does not have the seniority or the experience, but he played far better than Tosin did. And Tosin just did a masterclass of disaster. That's my honest opinion of what Tosin did in that game. Because...
So you'd call it a disaster class?
Yes, a disaster class. That's exactly what he did. Tosin and Chalobah gave... what's the striker's name again? I forgot. I don't know his name, but the point is...
Brian Brobby.
Brian Broggie. They gave him almost 8 seconds to hold up play and wait for the rest of the team to come. And they just laid off very easily. And they did absolutely nothing but just ball watch.
I mean,
we thought that Van Dijk could do all defending. Chelsea defenders said, hold up, I can do you one better. Yeah, so like I said, Tosin had a disaster class. And like I was saying, like last week we were talking about Van Dijk with his aura defending. Some said he was twerking. But the Chelsea defenders said, hold up, we can do one better than that. Both of us are going to watch this ball. Both of us are just going to statue. Absolutely nothing. Literally, Tosin was just holding his hand.
He was like, oh, you want to wait for your striker to come? Okay.
Don't worry. We're chilling. He's coming. Okay, keep on going.
No, pass it in. Yes, he's there now.
You're one of the man there. We got you.
One of the man there. Maybe that was the case. Maybe they were like, oh, a black guy must be playing for Chelsea.
Man, them FC.
To me, fair to your defenders, that was a fabulous control by Brian Robbie. So maybe they were admiring that touch, and but jokes aside, horrific defending, as that was terrible ball watching. Seeing that at the top level is painful to see.
Very painful. I think most so even for not necessarily even Tosin, but Chalobah, I believe somehow his defensive awareness and his just defensive skills whatsoever all went away when he cut his hair. I think really since he cut his hair, he's gotten a red card. He's like, I don't know what's going on.
I think yeah, but I personally think that he went on loan to Crystal Palace last season, and Chelsea were quick to recall him back because he was playing quite well as a Crystal Palace. I don't know what happens when he's at Chelsea, but he's not the same player.
I think that pairing for Chalobah and Tosin, we've tried it before a couple of times. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. Both of them, I don't know what they do together, but everything just falls apart, right? Like in the first half with Chalobah and Josh Achampong, I feel like Chalobah did still make as many mistakes as he did in the second half, just that they were slightly masked by Josh Achampong's presence on the team in the first half. So at the end of the day, honestly, I don't even know. Like if you're gonna ask me who should we replace and put instead right there, who should have done a better job, I honestly couldn't tell you, because I remember I was looking at the team in the beginning, the team sheet, and I was like, wow, this looks like a strong squad. boy, oh boy, did I eat those words. I ate them, I got full.
It happens. But now we are going to speak to our prophet, who predicted the correct outcome of this game.
Well, I mean, he technically predicted.
Yeah, he said we could lose, we may draw, we also could win. And guess what? We lost.
No, but what did I say after that? I said that I am not going to be surprised of any outcome.
Oh, that's what
son of a nixon.
I mean,
I'm not going to be surprised if Chelsea win, lose, or draw. Because what could happen?
What else could happen, right?
I mean, maybe they could both lose or something.
Match gets postponed.
I don't have much to say about Chelsea and Sunderland game. We lost. We deserve to lose. That's all.
No more.
Yeah. Chelsea, we played poorly. Like our midfield, our defense, everything was just not right. And Sunderland made sure that they capitalized on that. So it's good luck to the Stadium of Light.
Yeah, funny you say that because it wasn't even the Stadium of Light, but somehow you guys couldn't find a way. Were you under the bridge?
You know,
Were you under the bridge? Could you not see?
Sunderland played so well, he thought they were away.
Bro, you can't take another L, man.
Hey.
We can't take it, bro. You take another L, we can't. Bro.
But yeah, these things happen, I mean, up to Chelsea now, okay, banter aside, we did have the conversation last week about whether it is sustainable to play the way you play and keep winning games. You mentioned that, yes, you are lacking a few players on it with injuries, but as we all know, it's not a good enough excuse for managers, especially in the Premier League. Injuries happen to every team. It's how you cope with that. Now, Chelsea, for me, seem to be inconsistent with the idea that I think the way they play really covers the cracks in the team. Because some people can bail you out of some people like Caicedo can bail you out.
Yeah.
They can bail you out of a game that you haven't been playing really well.
That's true.
And then you also got Estevao, who's a very good player, can bail you out as well.
Yeah, and then ask Enzo Maresca, where was Esteban? On the bench.
But Garnacho had this. I don't know. Y'all signed the superstar apparently, so he has to play.
Whoa, I'm tired of you, my new fan.
No, after 5 minutes and the goal he scored, the celebration, I'm like, wow, this is gonna be maybe a 4-5-0 scoreline.
You'd think after scoring his first goal in like 10 games, he was going to kick on after that.
Sorry, first goal then? In 10 games?
I don't think he's played 10 games for Chelsea. But I mean, like off the bench, or you mean like
Just in
just his in general? And 10 times he's been on the pitch.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But I think he's a fair example, you'd say, of basically your team. He can be, there are times he can be, moments he can be great, and then others he's quite inconsistent. I think we're starting to see that's probably, unless, well, when you get most of your players back, but it's really confusing to, you never know what, well, as the prophet, said by predicting, a win, draw, a loss, anything can happen with Chelsea. Anything can happen with Chelsea, and that, as I mentioned, is not sustainable. So it's like, okay, are they in the, mind you, it's still early days, so you're technically still in the title race, but it's like, okay, are you aiming for top 4? Are you aiming for the title? What's happening,
I definitely top 4.
I of course.
I don't think we were, even like going into this, the board didn't have any expectations of Enzo Maresca to win the league. It's not something we're challenging for, but it definitely
Top 4 is definitely
it definitely was top 4. Top 4 is the non-negotiable for that. If he gets below top 4, there's going to be a serious discussion.
So what do you say to, I don't know, Chelsea fans who predicted that they'll win the league at the start of the season?
It's still very young. I don't know if we're changing any choices right now. We're 9 games into the season, and it's
No, I was just asking because still
29 to go.
The one who predicted that also predicted like 3 other teams will win the league. So yeah, I feel like he's not going to be wrong.
He's covered.
He's covered on his cover. But I feel like we need to speak about Chelsea's model in the transfer window. I know you've got you've got your age requirements and whatever requirements you guys have. It still kind of pricks me with what you decided to do with your left wing. Getting Gittins and Garnacho, for me, waste of money. Get someone proven, Premier League proven, put him left wing, play ball. That for me would have been a better way to go about things than trying to get. Obviously, yes, the model of having younger people and shaping them to the way to your liking is an admirable way of looking at it. But I argue that sometimes, more often than not, it's a miss than a hit. Especially with Garnacho. Come on, like we know he's an inconsistent player.
To be fair, I agree with you. Like,
Who is we?
with
You don't think Garnacho is an inconsistent? Oh, so you think he's consistent? Yeah. Well, he's consistently. I give you that.
I beg to differ. I was gonna say someone like Jamie Bino Gittins. I was excited for him because he's very young. That's a talent we wanna see him grow, whatever it is. I didn't think he was gonna come into the team and start from the get-go, right? Now Garnacho, I said from the very beginning, I don't like that signing. Sure, he scored a goal. Sure, the other Chelsea supporters who sing his praises, I'm just not a fan of him. Yes, in general. Don't get me wrong. As a Chelsea fan, I'm happy he scored. I'm not gonna, kill him for that. But I just don't think he was the signing that we needed in the team. And at the same time, I'm very happy to be proven wrong. In fact, I'm gladly been proven wrong. But I strongly think that he was not something we needed. I was looking at some review that somebody was talking about this week about Chelsea's interesting choices with strikers. Right? If you look at João Felix, you look at Christopher Nkunku, now João Pedro, those three specifically, let's leave alone Liam Delap and Mark Gui. Those three they are strikers where we don't know Kai Havertz. Those four are strikers where we don't really know where they play. I was looking at João Pedro's heat map for all the games for Chelsea. Most of the dark red areas are outside the box. All the touches he does outside the box. He rarely gets into the box.
So he drops deep.
He drops deep a lot, right? So his play style suggests that he would need an up and out striker. Yet when he was bought in the summer, we thought that's going to be an out and out striker, right? So this trend where Chelsea keep buying these strikers who are not actually strikers, and then also they do very well in the teams that we buy them from, but that's also because there's a certain play style that they get.
Yeah.
Same thing's happening with Wirtz as well. The spaces that Wirtz needs to to thrive is not what Liverpool is giving him. That's the same thing happening, I think, with Chelsea as well, right? Which is why I think that when João Pedro has Cole Palmer on the team as well, he seems to play a little bit better because he's got someone who can link up with when he drops in deep. Right now he drops in deep and he looks up and Garnacho is hugging that touchline and Pedro Neto is hugging that touchline and now he's by himself. Well, the next pass they can look for behind
Enzo Fernandez
is Enzo, who pushes up a little bit, but like he still starts off much deeper, right? So it makes it a little bit more difficult for that link-up play to happen, which is why I was saying earlier that we don't have any creativity. That's why I was saying that in like being for Sunderland, it was just passing around the box, around the box, because we don't have anything to incisively get in, right? And it's not like João Pedro is inside there to thrive from what Garnacho and Pedro Neto are trying to do. I don't think they do it successfully, but what they're trying to do as wingers, which is cross the ball in. We don't have anybody in the box to do that, right? So there seems to be no cohesion with the play styles for the players that we actually have.
Understandably so. Like, yes, you do have wingers, traditional wingers.
You
You try to beat their man and cross the ball. Whether they do it well is a different question.
But even so, there's no one there.
And even so, yes, you don't have a traditional number 9 playing at the moment in time, where you got someone like Haaland who's constantly in the box. Haaland might have 3 touches and
They're all in the box and 2 of them are goals.
yeah, 2 of them are goals. So like it's kind of how you model your play and the players you buy, which again, you're going back to your strategy in the transfer market. I still question how many of these transfers are actually Maresca's,
Choices, right?
exactly. Like, how many are they?
No.
I feel like sometimes he looks at his squad and is just like, I'm not going to play you, bro. Like, I might play you with
Chelsea, where we've gotten to at this point is the manager is just a coach. He's not an actual manager. So, like the board and whatnot and how things are done, which players are brought through to the first team, he doesn't have control of that. So, it goes to a point. Maresca doesn't have any say true.
It doesn't. And so, well,
I mean, but then if you say that, I still think that Maresca could make certain better decisions with the players that he does have on hand. Anyway, at the end of the day, the blame is not entirely on Maresca, it's not entirely on the players. I think there's a combination of both.
so a lot of things. And even the board as well, with the transfers that they play.
Basically, it's a top-down approach.
Yes.
It's a top-down approach. But yeah, if we're talking about like game to game, then yeah, I mean, Maresca can't do anything right now about the players he has on hand, right? There's nothing he can do. He can complain, but like that's about it, right? So with the players on hand, I still think that creative spark is something that we're missing. And I said this before on the pod as well multiple times. This is why I think that Estevan should start. It's okay to have one winger who's a touchline winger, your Garnachos, your Pedro Netos, but like we need to have another winger who has a bit more creativity. Someone's gonna cut inside, someone's gonna do something like that. Or you can play Estevan as a cam. Like it's not his favorite position or his best position, but that does offer that creative spark that hopefully could help break down some of these teams who are putting a low block. But yeah, that's my opinion at the moment.
Well, yeah, Chelsea still have a lot to work on, but credit to Sunderland, who keep proving us wrong here.
Honestly, well, we're all eating our words. We all said that Sunderland were most likely not going to get very far, and look at them.
They're doing a little,
What are they, fourth?
a little better. No,
They were second.
They were second. They're fourth.
Fourth doing the fourth now.
They're fourth now. They were second after the first game. They already. But they're now fourth. Because Bournemouth and Tottenham went above them. Kudos to Sunderland. They're doing very, very, very well. Made their signings, and the signings are each. They're all performing in the way they're supposed to. That is something I feel like now a transfer strategy that worked. You know, that buying players for certain reasons, and now they're all working. You know, and they're not buying flashy names, buying certain players for certain positions or do certain jobs
To fill the gaps in the team that won the championship.
Exactly. So buying even Granit Xhaka, people are like, why is he going to Sunderland? You know, but there's a reason why he's there. He's the captain of the team. You know, it's the leadership qualities that he brings to the side.
Experiences where it displayed this level of football in this European football has been a lot of their experience.
He's got a lot of experience. So kudos to Sunderland. Now we're going to move forward. We're going to speak about the winners of the circle. We'll start off at Old Trafford with the Manchester United versus Brighton. Now, I'll be first to say I didn't expect us to win.
That luck.
Okay? I didn't expect that.
He didn't expect them to win, period.
I said we were gonna get a draw, a 2-2 draw. That's what I said last episode. But fair enough, the way we played for those 70 minutes before we made the changes, that for me was very convincing. We were 3-0 up at the time. So at that point, United had played perfect game plan. Brighton were out of the game. Couldn't do anything. United were playing very well, defending very well, and attacking very well, which is it's a rare sight for us. You know, we don't do this often, and it was good to see. You know, it was good to see good football being played and confident goals being scored. And kudos to players like Cunha getting their first goals this season. You know,
Great finish as well.
really good finish. I mean, he finally got what he deserved. I think he's been pushing really hard for that goal.
Oh yeah.
And
Every other chance he's always spamming. He's always
Spamming shoots.
was surprised when they gave that pass.
yeah,
to-
you know
to
exactly.
Ahmad, yeah.
Immediately he scored, he started passing the ball more.
But Ted, aren't you going to give props to Brian?
Ooh, I was getting there.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Well, yes, I was getting to Brian Mbumo, who did score his fourth league goal of the season, which in this game he scored a brace, which was a good brace, 2 good finishes.
Yeah, well taken goals.
Yeah, well taken goals, and his confidence is, you know, it's up. I mean, he's a really good player. It's just I feel like he's just keeping going from last season where he scored 20 league goals last season, which is very good, very good output, and he keeps going. I think he's our best attacker, so the more he does that, so too. I think the more he does that, the better. You know, the better. And you know what? Flowers to again Amber.
Oh,
Flowers again to Amram. As I said, keep winning. I won't say anything. I won't say much.
that's
You keep,
3 wins, right?
3 wins on the bounce. 3 wins on the bounce. You know, there's this United fan that
I was gonna say he's waiting for
5
5
wins.
wins.
5 wins in a row. His hair is very long, and he said he's never gonna shave it until United get 5 wins in a row. It's been a while. It's been a while. So he's 2 games away. The next 2 games are Nottingham Forest away, then Tottenham Hotspur. So good luck. Good luck. Let's see how it goes. It's gonna be a lot of pressure if United win against Nottingham Forest. He's gonna be like, oh God, please. But you know what? As I said, keep winning. No one's gonna look at you. No one's gonna scrutinize playing style, whatever it is. As long as you're getting 3 points, what's into it?
We do scrutinize teams that are winning.
No, it's meant. Obviously, it's nice.
Masters.
I mean, yeah, we do have our set piece masters here, but it's bad. As long as they're getting 3 points, Ateta's doing his job.
Who cares? True.
Who cares? Who really cares?
Plus
You
also
know?
flowers to Benjamin.
Benjamin Sesko.
Yeah, he was on the score sheet.
No,
No,
He got an assist.
Just,
He didn't get an assist. I
no
mean,
contribution.
he had a goal contribution. I mean, that's 3 GA, same as York in the league as well. But you know,
If you're combining goals and assists, yeah.
oh yeah. But to be fair, I feel like he's still growing into the game. Good for him. Let's see how far he goes. I don't have really huge expectations. He's doing the bare minimum for as a striker like he should do, and I'm happy with that at the moment. As long as I think Brandon Boymo at the moment is a better finisher.
Yeah.
So as long as you do what you're doing, get the ball, spread it out to Boymo Cunha. If you can do that, your goals will come a little bit as well. But as long as you do that and help the team win, I've got no issue.
Okay. Ted, quick question. Do you think that your win was convincing?
Yes, I think as I said, we dominated the game.
How up were you? 3-0.
We were 3 up in the
Yeah.
in the 70th minute. We made changes that definitely changed the tempo of the game.
Okay.
A mistake was made which caused the free kick being given, which then led to Welbeck's goal. And that
was to
Danny Welbeck playing really well at the moment. Top form even for his age. Like this guy, he's done such a class player, and we love to see it. After that, the tempo, the momentum shifted.
Yeah.
Obviously,
He's also a very great header. That was one.
yes, that was taken in the corner. But you see, both goals were literally. I feel like couldn't be blamed on the subs that were brought in. Patrick Dogu for the first one, and the second one was Joshua Zirkzee fault for not tracking his man. That being said, I think a lot of people would have expected maybe, okay, it's 3-2 now. Brighton are going to push on. Good for United to keep your confidence up. Keep calm. There's pressure now. Keep calm. Go get another goal. That for me was good because a lot of teams would have probably, okay, we need to defend this 1-goal lead now. But it was good to go for another one. That's good. It takes courage.
It's encouraging.
And it's very encouraging here as well. So like you're not afraid. Yeah, you're like, no, we can get another one. We know you scored 2, but we can get another one. So that very encouraging to see and good to see as well.
So Ted, to be honest, do you think that you guys are like United? You guys are solid at the back.
Solid at the back, not yet. I think what I regard as very solid at the back is Arsenal. Arsenal have a very solid defense. That's a solid defense from goalkeeper to the back four. Great defense. That is a very, very solid defense. We're not there yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
but to be fair, it's playing to your strengths, right?
Yeah, you
Once
gotta play
it's
to
3-2,
exactly.
you're saying, you know what, our strength is attacking.
Yeah,
Let's
go
get
ahead, look for another goal.
Get it.
Because if you try and defend and you're not good at it, you're bound to concede. Yeah, so like
Welcome to Chelsea.
yeah, so
especially at home, if fans start growing,
exactly. You gotta push on for that one. You've got players up top who can get you with a goal. So why not do it? I loved it. I love that that's the route we're going. But yeah, it's encouraging to see. It's very encouraging to see. And shout out to United and Amorim. Please keep doing what you're doing, guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Let's go. Let's take that. The next game. If you win, good. I'm good with it. Good with it completely. Now, with that, we're now going to move on to the next game. We're still on the winners on the circle. So we have Arsenal FC versus Crystal Palace. Another set piece.
Masterclass.
Surprise, surprise. But you know what? If it works, it works.
As some would say, let it all work out.
Honestly, like
Let it all work
you're
out.
saying before, playing to your strengths. All of the threats in that game for you guys came from set pieces. But all of the reasonable threats came from set pieces, right? But the thing is, you guys do that well. And you have somehow found a way to perfect this art. But also Eze was a great goal. Bicycle kick?
Just that was not a bicycle.
What is it?
It was just
Half volley. It was just a volley. It was a volley. Yeah, it was
like an acrobatic goal.
Okay, yeah, it had a bit of flair. I enjoyed the goal.
Yeah, jump in the kick. So it was a great goal, and just seeing the game off and just managing the game. I believe we didn't have the best of halves at the first half. Probably not a lot of chances created, but I believe the second half we showed our muscle, even with Saliba going out at the half. Mascara coming in, and that's, nothing changes. We're still solid at the back, and Nkapia with his Premier League debut. So it's looking good for the boys. It's looking good for the boys, and it's even better when you win these types of games that you didn't win last season. I believe we keep speaking about this. It's just you can only beat what's ahead of you and manage the game. Crystal Palace is a great team. I believe we nullified a lot of their threats. They've been pretty on form, if I'm not mistaken. The Matatas, the Sars of the world. So it was a solid performance from Arsenal, and it's even sweeter when your enemies are not doing well. It makes that even. These 3 points feel like 6. They feel like 6 because we'll speak about the others, but
adding on to that and my comment about Arsenal having a solid defense, they haven't considered a shot on target in a very long time.
It was actually a disgrace. We considered a shot on target. It's unacceptable.
At what minute of the game?
In this game, Bonnie was conceded. It's probably in the second half or so. It was a cross come shot or something, but still, it's a disgrace. This one shot on target. It's in 4 games. Come on, guys. What's going on?
They also haven't conceded a goal.
Come on, guys.
In over 8 hours of football.
Oh yes. October was a clean slate.
I personally think
That's impressive.
Raya is still not leaving with that with the way things are going. He needs to give half of his salary to the centre backs or something. Come on, not even getting any shots. This guy's just like he's coming to work and he's like he's getting paid for nothing.
It's criminal.
It's just
I mean, we spoke about I believe a few episodes back on Chelsea's record. Obviously, there's still a very, very long way to go. But if we still mathematically we still keep doing this, the game's supposed to win. We keep getting those clean shots.
We have about
we'll be close to.
We have 29 games to go, and are you saying that you consider less than 12 goals in 29 games?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not.
They would
I'm saying that if we can, I'm not looking for 15. If we can keep it below 20. I believe that will still be a great season.
That actually below 20, I think, would be considered title challenging, kind of.
Not that should be a title winning. No, should be a title winning.
I'd say 20 is 20. Let's aim for 20 for now. But
I think you're doing well. And in my opinion, your pillar this year is actually it's not Saliba, it's Gabriel. Yeah, Gabriel is your player of the year. So far for me, Arsenal's player of the year, Gabriel, is monumental for you guys. Both sides of the pitch. Because defending well and your strength is a set pieces. And you're always aiming for Gabriel. And this guy, man, he jumps and is so aggressive with it. So
yeah, we felt it. This body on the line.
Yeah. He had the moment. He had a moment there where he
when he's give up 2 balls to save 1.
That I don't know whether that goal would have been worth it. That was a painful one to see. But yeah, definitely for me, Gabriel is your player of the year so far. He's the pillar. He's the cornerstone for Arsenal right now. And you know what? For you guys, long may it continue. But for us rivals, we really hope he gets injured. God forbid. That was a joke.
No. For the love of the game. For the love of the game.
I said God forbid. That was a joke.
Here for the back, we do not condone any kind of statements or utterances by Ted Kodama. We do not wish anyone ill will
or any harm.
It was a joke. It was a joke, and knock on wood. It shouldn't happen. It wouldn't happen. Yeah, these things happen when you wish an injury on a team, someone's player, like an Arsenal player. It happens to your team instead. That's what usually. That's how it goes. Bruh, you wake up tomorrow, Wemo hamstring out for 3 months. Bruh. My chest can take it.
Honestly, you'll be hearing Ted going, take my hamstring. Don't take Wemo.
Take mine. Please. But
Ted, are we going to talk about the fact that we got an injury from
the referee? Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Which is actually our next game. Yeah. So now we're gonna move on to a team we thought was going to be challenging for the title, but how it's looking, it's going to be quite different. It's looking like they're going to be challenging for top 6.
Are you talking about the team that ruined the entirety of FPL? and all the managers. So is it that too?
Liverpool or Man City?
We're looking at Liverpool.
No, Liverpool. We'll get to.
We'll get into Man City.
Tell you, I'm still hurt.
You're hurt. Clearly, you're still hurt. But a lot of people had. We captain the same person, I believe. But we'll start with Liverpool. Liverpool.
Ooh.
Now,
Another. Those are 3 Liverpools. I think you should say a 4th.
Liverpool. Each time for each of their losses. So first 4 losses in a row in the Premier League. I mean, not even Amram's done that, guys. Not even Ten Hag did that.
The fact that your managers are the standard is crazy.
Not even Graham Potter did that at Chelsea. Not even Frank Lampard did that at Chelsea.
Well, don't put Lampard in that mix.
You see, Liverpool. As we had a line here, I quote the last game, the last episode, that the more this team becomes Slot's team, the worse they become. Slot has this idea that he keeps blaming the other teams for their losses. I mean, fair enough, they did beat you, fair enough, but it's your fault that you lost, it's not theirs.
Sure.
Because he keeps saying, oh, team comes up with, they play too many long balls, too many, they should put the ball down. They should put the ball down. I don't know, man. I don't know, Slot. I think if you're a good manager, you find a way to deal with it. If you know the team is going to come along, you find a way to deal with it.
And the funny thing is, during the midweek, he actually did that. I think that they had a relatively better game than they've been playing in the APL.
But then again,
So
you have to look at the game. The playing style that Frankfurt had is different. You should have heard how Slot came to after the interview. After he said, "You see what happens." It's like this one how he said it.
Paraphrase.
Yeah, I'm paraphrasing it, but he's like, "You see what happens? The team puts the team on the ground. We win 5-1." So I'm like, exactly why teams don't put the ball on the ground against you. Yeah, you're like, so you're coming in and you're like, "Oh, United, please make sure you put the ball on the ground so we can win, hey?" And they're like,
Oh, yeah, sure.
yeah, sure.
I got you.
Yeah, sure, we got you. You want 3 points? Go ahead. No. Frankfurt were naive to play the way they did. You know Liverpool's weaknesses. It's not going to work. On Wednesday, they face Crystal Palace. They're going to go long so many times. I wonder how they're going to deal with that. Because we know they're going to go long. It's not going to, if they lose, is he going to come out and say again, long balls? Is that the issue? I mean, this is now becoming a managerial issue, in my opinion, because
I think it's too early to start.
it's becoming that.
as well.
It's becoming that because
So
it's in the sense that you see a problem and you're either too afraid to fix it or too naive or stubborn, whatever it is. You know what the issue is. Deal with it. It's not simple. They let Mo Salah out during the Champions League game.
That's where I was leading to with my point as well, right? There are some hard decisions that we said that Arne Slot should make or should think about making last week on the pod, and it looks like he made them in the in the Champions League game. And I mean, while Salah did start again this week and he did score a goal, that really didn't say much to his.
No. That performance
was like a team
performance. I know you guys know, like apps like SofaScore, sometimes just by scoring a goal, you'll get good ratings.
I had a 6.6 rating.
You see that 6.6 on it, and he had a goal. That tells you how abysmal his performance was before that goal. He's not playing well
At all.
he had a poor game.
really poor, really bad.
Not just a poor game he's had.
He's been having a poor
season.
season. That's the issue. He's been having a poor season. So was Van Dijk, to be fair. But then again, you look at Liverpool, and even if you were to drop Van Dijk, who do you put up there? Now, when Matthew was talking about adaptable people, I agree when it comes to Van Dijk because they do not have depth there at all.
Probably Joe Gomez. Some people subbed off for him. So, I mean, but maybe Slot was trying to get a goal. Which is quite, I mean, that's...
Joe Gomez doesn't have a professional football goal.
I was just about to say that. So, I'm not sure.
So Ted and Carol, you guys are trying to say, like, for the manager, he needs to slot in some other players?
This This game.
No. See, he just needs to slot in someone.
This guy passed the ball to his girlfriend and scored, and that's the guy. Look at me.
It's a tough one because technically they're still in the title race. Football is a very funny thing because when you look at the table now, you're seeing United ahead of Liverpool, and probably 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, you're probably not putting United in a conversation of okay, they may be going for the title. So it's very interesting, and that narrative and that confidence that teams are kind of picking up to then push on to kind of get a run going into the stages of December, January, when you're basically playing a game every 3-4 days.
Yeah.
And for Liverpool, we said, oh, they have great players. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out. When do you draw the line and say, okay, if you're not figuring it out, then now who do you look to? You can't change the players. So you're looking at the manager.
Yeah.
Hey, Slot, we invested X amount of...
About 400 million. 400 million. In the summer, you gotta come.
And honestly, for Liverpool, just being in the top 4, top 6 race, I don't think is enough for them. If the board is as ambitious as they are with the money they spent, Liverpool shouldn't be close. No disrespect to United, but if you're looking at the teams at the beginning of this season, you're not saying Liverpool and United are going to be with their...
True. In summer, if someone had said that Liverpool and Man U were 1 point from one another or 2 points from one another, you would have said either Man U is doing very well that season or Liverpool is doing very poorly.
And it's still early days, so it's all about narrative and just how your teams are.
I mean, I would always say that definitely about perspective and how you look at these things and the league table. I did mention it. We did mention it last week that it's very tight. You lose one game, you could go up 5. You could go down 5 positions. You win one game, you could go up 5 positions. So it's still very tight on the league table. The top 10, very close. It's very close to each other. So still yet a lot to go on. And yes, it being said that for teams like United, being able to put a run, it's a different narrative than for 4 weeks. A different narrative. If you go now on a 3-game losing streak, different narrative. People are like, again, oh no, man, out.
Well, people,
what's the issue?
Probably wouldn't you?
Am I people?
I mean,
am I not people? Yes. So it's just the way it is. If you able to put a run of wins right now, before the fixture list becomes heavy, good on you. For teams like Man United, have an advantage of not having a heavy fixture list until now, the FA Cup. I mean, yes, it's unfortunate that you're already out of the cup, but if you can use that as a blessing and use it to your advantage, well on you. Minimize on injuries. If you can do that and your team is playing well, then you can maximize on a lot of things. That being said, Liverpool invested so much money, you expect a return. You expect something in return. If they get knocked out in of the cup this week by Crystal Palace, I genuinely believe what he does have credit in the bank, but understand so that credit is obviously in the balance because of how much money was spent in the summer.
Not as much as people think.
Yeah. So with the amount of money spent in the summer, it kind of outweighs the credit you have for winning the league. Because someone will have the argument that team was Klopp's, and that was maybe a team that was ready to push on to win the title.
Wow.
So I think with the changes that they made, losing Trent, Luis Diaz, obviously, unfortunately, with New Jota's tragedy as well, that could also be hampering the team. We got to put that out there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So there's a lot to work on, definitely. But
do you think the changes, like the players that left Liverpool from the last season, do you think that those players like knew that Liverpool was going down the...
No, I don't think Liverpool would be here if they didn't lose Trent and Luis Diaz. Those two players were pivotal to how they play. Pivotal. And even Diogo Jota. Jota was one of those players when you're 1-1 and you need a goal. You bring him on, he's going to you that goal.
Oh, yeah.
And I think with that being said, the team, the way it was being played and the qualities that Trent had gave Salah a lot of goals. Even same could be said about Luis Diaz.
Yeah.
And y'all may not think it right now, but also Darwin Nunes, same thing. He might not have been scoring.
You could
He may not have been scoring much. May have been missing a lot of chances. But you people need to understand that chaotic kind of style really distorts how defenders play their game.
Yeah.
And it gives Salah a lot of space and Luis Diaz a lot of space. Because this guy, you never know what he's gonna do with the ball, man. You know?
You could skate.
He could skate or
Finishes.
skate or put it top bins.
Yeah.
And he's always running. He's always chasing. You know? So there's a few players there that were lost. I kind of think that obviously people thought, oh, signing Isak is just like you bring out the goals he had and you're just putting it in Liverpool. It's like slotting in. Slotting in.
It is. Yeah.
But what?
Just slot it in.
Oh God. Anyway, but yes,
I was just confirming.
that was the expectation. But so far, Isak is not living up to the hype. Obviously, there are a lot of things happen in the summer. Maybe his head is not in the right place at the moment.
With the transfer circle got to him.
That's what I'm saying.
so
Then
lost.
after that, yeah, it's preseason.
They didn't necessarily have a preseason because of that, and there's a lot going on maybe because of that. But I don't know. I still think he's had a few chances where he should have buried them, and he hasn't taken them. So we can't necessarily. Obviously Liverpool have a different playing style, and also Salah is not playing that well. Obviously that will roll over onto him. Compounds onto all of that. Van Dijk is not playing well as well right now. Alisson's injured for 8 weeks.
Yeah.
All these compound with that.
You'd probably say the best player has been the one that's been moved around the most because of Slot trying to find. Ekitike and I was going to mention actually, yes, Ekitike, but the one who's been playing. Sabozlai.
Yeah.
Sabozlai was just probably Slot.
Honestly, I agree with you. Sabozlai is one of the best playing players.
Yeah.
Cam, Siam, and
Right back as well.
Yeah.
So even for him, like, yes, as good as a player is, there are so many responsibilities that you have to remind yourself, even getting that flow, that you lose just because you're playing other positions. Yes, you can still play well, but like him at right back versus him at central midfield versus him at cam, like he has to do so many different things. So then you lose a bit of that quality as well. So it's been, I think they will figure it out. It's just more so where will they end up in the league or the Champions League. Funny enough, I see them making a run for the Champions League.
I saw someone eventually that Liverpool might win the Champions League and play this way. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time a team is underperforming in the league and winning the Champions League.
Shout out to us.
Yes, they did it twice.
How do I third one? The same team. Oh, same team.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, and we did underperform in the league and we did win the Champions League.
Nah, we excelled in the Champions League.
Bro.
What is willing and exit at that? Yeah.
Anyway,
No, not trying to slot yourself into the convention. When you're trying to slot yourself in the convention, know what you're talking about.
anyway, this guy just jumped in the bus, didn't know he was going. Jumped in with an opinion. But the Champions League is funny. It's a little bit funny because last year PSG was nearly knocked out in the league phase. They were one of the teams that had to go through the playoffs, and look at them. They ended up winning it. The winners. Who knows? Maybe Liverpool put a run in. Arsenal doing well in there as well. Bayern is just 12 games, 12 wins. What is happening to those people? Make everyone look like farmers out here. But you know what? Hey, Vincent Kompany, kudos to you. You know, not everyone leaves Burnley and goes to Bayern Munich. Yeah. You know,
Bayern does that.
I don't know what connections he had, but he did his thing. He did his thing. Good for him. And that being said, for Liverpool, they gotta change something soon. They're risking being left behind.
I've got a quick question. You guys talked about other players who can be added to the team if you remove people like Van Dijk. We said that there's not much quality in that area. Now, when it comes to Mohamed Salah, I think Chiesa can do a decent-ish job in this, especially right now how Salah is playing. It's not very difficult to do better.
Oh yeah.
But the question is that I was going to lead up to was, what is going on with Salah? Do you think it's age? Do you think it's just a bad run of form? Do you think it's missing Jota, missing Luis Diaz? Do you think it's missing Trent? What exactly is the issue? Because I can't pinpoint what the problem is.
I would say
His touches are just, it's become a bouncing castle.
It's become a geography, if I say that.
Banter aside, you're going to say something,
Like
Karen?
aside, it's probably the last 2 points. It's a combination of at least I'd say 3 of them. Missing Jota. That emotionally you can't really quantify of how much that's affecting him. Missing Trent as well. He was another playmaker and gave Salah a little bit more. Not that Trent's defending was amazing or anything, but in the attack,
The overlap.
it gave him that somebody who could literally give it to him however.
Pause.
He would be able to pass to Salah and put him through on goal. I caught myself. And so it's a bit of a lot of those things, and everybody else not playing well as well. Him not necessarily learning how to play like on the fly with the Ekitike and Isak. So all those things come together, and he's just not having a good season so far. But I believe he'll bounce back.
So I don't think it's age. I don't think
it's
like
age, yeah.
this is the end of his career coming up.
No. I don't think so. Even from just the chances he's missed, this is just off form.
I think yes, he is off form, but there are a few things that were there last year as well. He has lost a yard of pace.
Yeah, still as rapid.
That does come to with age. He did sign a new contract at the end of last year, so you've got to say whether that kind of was taking away his
the Aubameyang effect.
So
the Ozil effect as well. Like you got to think whether that took away the incentive to play well.
So you think he's becoming complacent?
Maybe so. The complacency might be there, but again, you can't really quantify how much the loss of Diogo Jota happened and is happening him now. So there is a lot to be considered in that sense. But I know sometimes you just got to do your job a bit, and it's his job to kind of score goals for Liverpool. Absolutely, people rely on him. The team relies on him. If you're going to be that superstar for a team, you've got to make sure you come through for the team. And at the moment, he's not doing so. Let's see if they fix it. Let's see if they're able to change their tactics. It's going to be interesting to see how the manager Arne Slot goes about their tactics this coming week. And let's see if it helps.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Liverpool's next fix is actually tough.
Very tough.
They've got Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup, Aston Villa in the Premier League, Real Madrid in the Champions League, and then Manchester City
before the international break. Yes,
that is insane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, this
Liverpool are in a crisis.
Those are their next games.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
If they don't pattern up really quickly,
Yeah.
you might be looking at a situation where they're falling out 12 points behind Arsenal or whatever's at the top of the league at the time. That is now, you're looking at you're probably out of the title race now.
You know, Teb, what will happen if like the next coming games, they will slot into the bottom of the table.
This guy, man.
Is that another prediction? Is that another prediction?
Just like with Arne Slot, if you keep trying the same things over and over again and they're not working, please stop. Try something different.
It's not the system. It's not the system. I learned from Amory. It's not the system.
God damn, this jokes is so dry, guys.
Yeah, man, you're as tired as Salah.
Jesus. Awful. But it's looking tough for them. It's if they do lose to Aston Villa, which right now is looking possible. I mean,
It's looking very much possible. Aston Villa have 4 games on the bounce. So.
Speaking of winning, who did they just win?
against Man City. So it was
Very unexpected.
Which is the next game we're going to talk about. Not too long, quite briefly, because we keep talking about Manchester City and the same thing, everything. I feel like with Manchester City, inconsistency is the word that we're going to use. Understandably so. We keep quoting this. change of tactics from Pep Guardiola. The game isn't the same the way he used to play it. And when Haaland doesn't score, you see what happens. It's the issue we were talking about last time. Over-reliance on Erling Haaland. We're being proved right. This game was a good example of that. When he doesn't score, they don't win. And I don't really know what to say about Man City and Guardiola because they'll probably win the next game anyway with Haaland scoring 2 or 3. And then again, they're back on track to being challenged again.
Oh yeah, they're definitely still in it. Don't get me wrong, they're still in it, but it's an indication of, yes, I mean, we are quite reliant on set pieces, but there's a higher likelihood of a team scoring from set pieces than relying on one person. Because
I completely agree, yeah.
Because if mind you, when it comes to one-off games, Unai Emery has a very, very good track record against opponents he's not supposed to be beating. So him setting up his team versus a Man City or a Bayern or PSG, you name it, he can be able to get his team ready to, okay, this is the focal point, this is what we're saying, I will do it, as it in the game plan, and they played really well. Actually, in fact, they may have even been able to grab a second in some occasions during that game, but it was quite surprising that City didn't have that second gear or that third gear to push on and kind of dominate and get an equalizer and push on to win the game. So that was surprising to me. I mean, I was not complaining at all. Yeah, I think to his happy days. That was happy days.
I mean, I enjoyed it too. Don't get me wrong. I enjoy seeing City lose, but I don't know. They don't give me the vibe that they're strong enough to win the league this year. I don't think so.
Even like Haaland is not. I mean, I don't want to say that Haaland is not looking threatening because at the end of the day, Haaland is a threat. Even on his off days, he's still a threat, right? Like there's even that one of their best chances in the game against Aston Villa where he was given a through ball, he was through on goal, and I guess Emi Martinez looked him in the eye and said, "I see you." I think I was surprised about that because those are the kind of chances where that is the reason they rely on Haaland because they expect him. Like the XG in their head probably was 1.2. they knew it was a goal.
With that, yeah, you kind of he's those ones, and when he doesn't score, the team is like, oh god,
yeah,
that was
maybe that hit them because that was early on in the game, right? So I'm pretty sure that kind of hit the the morale of the team, like going on, and maybe added on to what Kyrie was saying about how they didn't have that second gear. And to be fair, I honestly don't know what Pep's second. Plan B or plan C is like when Haaland isn't firing, what is Pep's second plan, right? Because it's not like they have a lot of consistent goal threats behind Haaland. They have consistent players who can bring the ball to Haaland. But what happens when Haaland isn't doing that?
You're probably looking at a Mamouche, but he is coming back from an injury. Because other than Mamouche, if you look at a Savinho, a Doku, Oscar Bob, when you're bringing those, it's basically the same person, just fresh legs. Oscar Bob, Savinho. Yeah, tricky, go down the line, maybe cut in here and there, but essentially getting the same thing. I think Mamouche gives him a bit of that X factor. He's a player that has quite a good record when you're looking at output. So, hopefully that's maybe not hopefully, but for Man City's sake, hopefully that's kind of the plan B. You can maybe even slot him in as a cam or something, second striker. So
it's anyway. I guess only time will tell. They do face Bournemouth next, and we do know how Antoine Semenyo is in big games.
Oh, that's true.
So it's gonna be definitely an entertaining game. I mean, yeah. So we move on to predictions. Chelsea. You guys mind telling me who you were facing next? Oh, I remember. You were waiting Tottenham Hotspur.
Oh, we.
Yeah.
They had a convincing win this weekend. 3-0.
Yep.
Very good against Everton. And they're looking to keep going to third in the table now. So what are your predictions for that game?
It's going to be interesting. We're going to face a player who we got sliced by.
Xavi Simons.
Yeah, Xavi Simons. So we'll see what it's going to do. But honestly, Chelsea's form for this game does not really give me much confidence. But I'm hoping that Enzo Maresca can turn things around and probably bring on a bit more creativity, some different tactics, not per se. That being said, yes, that'd be one of the reasons. That being said, Tottenham are not the typical kind to play with a low block. So maybe we might not face the same problems we faced this week. But again, I'm no prophet. I don't know.
Yes,
Like I said.
we'll lead it. And Prophet, please, let's get
And Prophet,
One answer.
one prediction. Win,
Chelsea
lose, or draw. Chelsea lost?
Chelsea lost. Oh, that was
I actually think we're gonna draw.
Yeah, that was good.
I actually think
We're not. We're not playing well. Tottenham are in good spirits. The way they played this weekend, I think they are really going to give us a run for their money. So, you know, I live on Earth, so Chelsea goes.
wow. So you expect a draw and you lost.
yeah, I'm thinking a draw.
Can you imagine the two Chelsea fans at 4 at the back? All of us. None of us said a win.
Yeah. Even our hopes can't even tell.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Tell
going
a
to
lie.
Chelsea win.
I think he meant.
So you're an Arsenal fan.
I was going to lead on Chelsea winning actually. This fixture.
Yeah, that benefits both of your teams because if Tottenham lose, this has got nothing to do with Chelsea. Just everything to do with Spurs losing, according to you guys.
But if Spurs lose, would it?
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
No, I agree. But
Look at
I'm
this
just
guy.
saying that it has nothing to do with Chelsea.
No.
Tottenham could be playing anybody, and you just want Tottenham to lose because that benefits your position in the table. But
You shouldn't support these guys.
And you afford the back. Afford the back.
So we were a team.
Huh?
Guys,
Whose side do you on?
I thought we were on the same side.
the side of the truth, the side of reality.
The side on Earth.
I think Chelsea usually win against Tottenham. Doesn't matter where they are. Now, it depends on what team they start, in my opinion.
Of course, yeah.
If they start a team that is logical, they win. If not, Tottenham will definitely give them a run for their money, as Kim Matthias mentioned.
BT, eh?
Yeah. Anyway, we'll move on to Arsenal. Go on. Arsenal versus Burnley.
Arsenal versus Burnley. It is an away game. Will be tough. I know there's going to be pretty much, we're looking at 70% possession for Arsenal, probably low block, and Burnley picking their chances to go forward. So,
And it doesn't matter if you have a low block when it comes to corners.
I'm hoping we can get another win, clean sheet with no one getting injured, and I think we'll, take the 3 points and come back home and keep it moving.
So I think that's expected. I think I think what I mean is it's not really a shocking expectation to have. What I think is the one that I'll challenge you to, say it to our fans here, and then we shall call this back later.
Oh, Gyökeres is gonna score a goal.
Oh, I'm not asking something so ridiculous. Okay. What I'm asking for in this case is, you guys, you think you're gonna win more than one goal, or does it matter? You just gonna win
more than one goal. Yeah,
more than one goal. How many of those goals are gonna be open play?
Probably two.
Two open play games at least.
Two open play goals. Let me show you why. Two open play goals. One of those goals may be a clearance from a set piece. That's recycled. No. Jason. No.
How recycled?
Recycled. It's gone around. Timber's taking it. He's
What I'm saying is, it's cleared out. Are your centre back still in the box?
No. They wouldn't.
So they've gone out.
Yeah. So
it's taken a while out.
Yeah.
Oh. If it takes more than a minute, 2 minutes, that's the longest.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
That's an open play.
If it's more than 5 passes from the set piece, fair.
What is will be again?
Of course.
You know what?
You will be here.
Cairo has made a bold prediction that Arsenal will score not one, but two open play goals. You had it here first and 4 at the back. The Arsenal is going to score 2 open play goals. 2? They are indeed one of the worst teams when it comes to open play goals. They're 17th in the league when it comes to open play goals. They're 20th in the league when it comes to expected goals from open play.
Those are okay. And what about just total points? Just for the fans, just for them.
For full disclosure.
Yeah, for full disclosure. For full disclosure.
We were not talking about points. We understand that somewhere on the table, which is not last, so which is good for them. But we keep it pushing.
For full disclosure, Arsenal is top of the table. Oh yes, you may continue.
Okay.
With 22 points.
Anyway,
what should I say?
They are the head of the table.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That's about our top of the league. What they do is okay. Now we move on to Man United versus Nottingham Forest. Away game against Sean Dyche. Expect a low block. They will play the long balls, I think. United plays long balls as well. So this is going to be an interesting... I think we're going to definitely counter it with a different play style, but it's going to be interesting to see how we go around with it. Last time United faced a team that has really tall centre-backs, we decided not to play chess club. We decided to play other shorter players and fight for the second balls, which is interesting. Actually, there's a stat that United have won the most second balls in the league when it comes to...
Wait a second.
Man United has won.
I didn't know that was a stat. Wow.
Such niche.
Man United has won the highest.
When the wind is blowing up 4 kilometers an hour.
Imagine
But you have the most XG.
Hey, yo.
But
No. Look, there's stats about everything, people. There's stats about everything. And yes, United is leading in that category on second balls, which is good to see that they have boosted on their physicality in the league. That being said, against Nottingham Forest, I'm going for a 2-1 win for United.
So 4 wins on the bounce.
Yeah.
4 wins on the bounce.
I'm going for 4 wins on the bounce.
Okay.
I second that as well. 4 wins on the bounce.
I mean, it's Forest. If we can do it, you guys can do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. So me, I second that. Ted. Me, I'm on your
You guys played Ange Postecoglou. That's not the same thing.
but let's be honest. How much has really changed in that?
Oh, trust me. Whatever Andrew was taking them through in the training session, the coach opposite.
Yes.
That's why I'm going for a draw.
Well,
Well, I don't know.
You know how Sean Dyche how he likes to play. 4-4-2.
Yeah.
1960.
traditional football.
Traditional football.
Put it on the wing.
Cross.
Get it to the box. Header.
You see now,
Streaming.
the only reason I think we'll win is because they don't have the players for that at the moment. They don't have traditional wingers. Chris Wood is not in the team. They don't have a traditional striker. So there's a little bit of a how do you use Morgan Gibbs White in this system?
No, it's probably going to be a 4-2-3-1 or something of that nature.
I don't-
or
They did play 4-4-2 in the last 2 games. They did beat Pozo. They lost it. They lost their last game. And still they're still experimenting on a few things. Yeah, so let's go. We'll wait and see how it is. But for United, they take it game by game. Let's see if we can make it 4 wins in a row. I think with the way we are now, with the confidence building in the team, I think we will.
Oh, it's definitely possible. I'm just going.
Oh, it's not impossible. Yeah,
It's
definitely.
possible.
In football, we know anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah, and wait, before we close this chapter, Manchester City will be playing Bournemouth next weekend. What do you think of that game?
It's gonna be closer than people think. I will just add that.
I don't think anyone thinks it's going to be a blowout for anyone.
Yeah.
Well, if they are, I'm saying it's not. I mean, it's not. And funny enough, I will say Bournemouth may take it.
That's not even funny enough. Like this is Bournemouth has second in the table.
Actually, I know I wouldn't want them to. I would take a draw. It's from the Arsenal.
Again,
perspective. But I think Bournemouth may be able to take this, and I'm hoping to be surprised.
I think Bournemouth are definitely gonna challenge Man City all the way. Semenyo is definitely gonna give them problems. Definitely gonna give them a lot of problems, and it's gonna be a good game to watch. But I'm going for a draw. I think they will draw, unless Haaland is on his day. If Haaland is on his game, you know what's happening. You know what's stuff.
City home or City away?
City home.
I bet you.
Yeah.
But I see that is great to win.
I also think City is gonna win.
City.
Honestly, I do think that it won't be like a blow-off win, just like we've all agreed. I do think that Bournemouth will definitely make it very difficult for them to win, especially this weekend. One of the things I was very happy to see with Bournemouth was that they're scoring goals and they're not only going through Semenyo. which means that they have it means to me at least they've got a lot more threats that they can use going forward, right? Which is exciting to see. And with a team like Man City, you need to have that. They can close one player down. They can't close 4.
Yeah.
Right? Highly players, right? So I think it's gonna be a very interesting game to watch, especially for the neutrals. So if you're looking for a game to tune into, watch that one.
Yeah. Fair enough.
But I still think that City will edge it.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
And if it's the look, yeah.
Yeah, you know.
I tried moving faster.
Yes, you know, it's getting late here, and there are some statements that we are getting here that we must now. Yeah, I think it's a good time to close the chat now. We appreciate you guys watching all the way, and we appreciate your support. We are seeing the numbers grow, and this is a huge support for us, and we here for the back. We appreciate all of you that take your time to watch the videos. Please keep doing it. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah. And we hope to see you next week. And with that, we're chilling.
Valid. For the back.